Today is the 13th of November 2014. A very good afternoon to you and welcome to this edition of Lunchtime News on MTV Sports. I'm Katharina Chang. Let's take a look at what's making headlines this afternoon.
Strike action launched by container drivers of the Colombo port called off. Ganganath Vishmitha alias Yakadaranga injured in a shootout in Palyagoda. Pakistani court issues arrest warrant to cricketer turned politician Imran Khan. Mahela Jayawardene takes lead to salvage Sri Lankan pride.
Now on to those stories in detail. Project Minister of Ports and Highways Rohita Begunawardene has said that the strike action launched by container drivers at the Colombo port last night has been called off. Minister Begunawardene said that the decision was reached following discussions held this morning. The strike action launched by container drivers and assistants last night obstructed vehicular movement at the Ingurukade junction. The demonstration was launched in protest against the work ethics of the security and customs at the port.
Our employees who provided a necessary service are severely inconvenienced within these premises.
Around
30,000 litres of petrol is wasted on a daily basis. We urge the relevant officials, instead of wasting money on petrol and charging us unnecessary for entry passes to the port, provide us with a concession. If this is not provided to us today, we will continue with this strike action. This isn't a political issue. We are protesting here all night long, requesting that a massive congestion in the port which keeps us waiting around 12 hours be sorted out. They beat us up in an inhuman manner because we made this request, so we will not let this go until those who beat us arrive here and solve this matter.
Project Minister of Ports and Highways Rohita Begunawardene held discussions with the protesters this morning.
නිසි ක්‍රියාමාර්ග ඉතාම ඉක්මනින් මේ මොහොතේ ඉඳන් ගන්න අවශ්‍ය කරන
I have directed instructions to take necessary immediate action in this regard. If there is a delay in containers being released, the Sri Lanka Ports Authority has been advised to take strict measures to address this issue. And if there are any kind of delays on the part of the Sri Lanka Customs, its Director General has been instructed to look into this matter and solve it by deploying the necessary officers in the area if need be. Moreover, both the SLPA and Customs have been advised to function all 24 hours a day. So after these instructions were issued, the container drivers and their assistants who render great service to this economy of the country without any issue called off their strike action.
විශේෂයෙන් මේ රටේ ආර්ථිකයට දායක වන අය පෞද්ගලික අංශ වුණත් ඒ නිසා අපට අවශ්‍ය වෙන්නේ හැම වෙලෙම මේ බාධාවකින් තොරව මේ ක්‍රියාමාර්ග ගන්න.
An individual was injured in a shooting that took place on the Nuge Road in Palyagoda this morning. According to the police, two unidentified gunmen shot the individual at around 10:45 this morning and fled the scene in a three-wheeler nearby. The victim has been identified as 34-year-old Ganganath Vishmitha alias Yakadaranga. He is currently receiving treatment at the intensive care unit of the Colombo National Hospital. And on to other local news. Now, two armed masked men have robbed a fuel station in Valgawa in Minuwangoda last night.
Police say the suspects have fired shots and damaged two vehicles belonging to the owner of the fuel station at around 9:30 last night. Police added that the value of the loss and stolen cash is yet to be ascertained.
Two people came on a motorbike. When I tried to go out, they screamed at me and they did not allow me to go. So they got away with the money. They meddled around with all the money inside, and on their way out, they shot my vehicle. They said that they will shoot us if we make any sudden moves.
Investigations are currently underway to arrest the suspects at large.
A rehabilitated LTTE member has been shot dead in Ganeshpuram manor. According to the acting police media spokesperson, Ruwan Gunasekara, the murder took place at 8:30 last night. The victim was reported to be a 40-year-old. A magisterial inquiry into the incident is due to be carried out today. Let's now take a look at some news in brief.
The Peradeniya Gannoru road was obstructed in the Gannoru area when two trees collapsed across the road. According to our correspondent, vehicular movement was disrupted in the area for a couple of hours. A 10-feet-long whale had come ashore to the Mathura coast yesterday. However, our correspondent added that the whale had swum back to the ocean in a few hours. Students of the Higher Technical Institute in Labuduwa Galle staged a protest yesterday at the Galle town. They are protesting against the move to limit the 4-year course to 3 years. A strike action was launched last evening at the Peta Central Bus Depot owing to an assault on a bus driver and a conductor. Our correspondent noted that the cause of the assault was due to the bus being parked blocking a pavement shop. The strike action was concluded after the police arrived at the scene and assured a solution. A protest was staged by a business community and the Three-Wheeler Drivers Association in Galewala. They charged the construction of a road spanning from Galewala to Dambulla being limited to 2 lanes, although the initial plan was to construct 4 lanes. Later, the protesters had signed a petition at the Galewala roundabout.
Newsfirst conducted its 162nd leadership workshop in Kantale yesterday.
The workshop, which was conducted at the Kantale Central College, saw a large number of students in attendance. Staff of Newsfirst educated the students on several aspects of electronic media as well as practical and theoretical knowledge.
We would like to extend our gratitude to Sirisa TV for teaching us how to utilize media for our development. Our students were able to get a new experience through this workshop. Conducting such workshops will greatly assist in the development of the child's future. And starting off with some cricket news, speaking at the pre-match media briefing, former Sri Lankan skipper Mahela Jayawardene said that although the matches to come are dead rubbers, the team is playing for pride, as India leads the 5-match ODI series 3-0. Sri Lanka will take on India in the 4th ODI at Eden Gardens in Kolkata at 1:30 p.m. local time today.
Got Titi and Chandi back because they were on duty with the A team against West Indies. These are 2 young guys we've invested a lot in the last 2 to 3 years. Yeah, we're just tinkering with few things, and some things have come good, some haven't. So that's what I said, there's a lot of room for improvement, and we can actually sit back and analyze where we need to be come next February. Our boys obviously disappointed from what has happened. We want to play for our pride as well and take something back from this tournament. So yes, even though it's a dead rubber, but I think there's a lot to play for and a lot to look forward to.